Hello YouTube, my name is Scott Perdue. I'm an Amazon author of over 100 books, all kinds of Christian books, self-help books out there for you. Next time you're on Amazon, go to the search bar, type in my name, Scott Perdue, pull up all those wonderful options, add some that appeal to you in your cart, get those in transit right away. It's life-changing wisdom for you there, and you're definitely going to want that in your life. Anyway, today I'm going to go over a book I'd recently published called The King's Highway, Lean into Jesus for Accelerated Success. Today's lesson is the origins and strategic role of the King's Highway. The King's Highway is more than an ancient trade route. It's a path steeped in history, spiritually, and significance for believers today. Stretching through the heart of the Levant, the historic route has long connected regions, peoples, and cultures. For modern Christians, it symbolizes the spiritual journey of walking with Jesus, discovering God's purpose, and unlocking His plan for accelerated success in life and legacy. By exploring the history and biblical connections of the King's Highway, believers can draw profound lessons for their faith journey. The origins and strategic role of the King's Highway. The King's Highway dates back to the Bronze Age and serves as a crucial lifeline connecting ancient civilizations such as Egypt, Mesopotamia, and the Levant. Stretching from the Red Sea in the south to Damascus in the north, it passed through key regions like Edom, Moab, and Ammon. It was used for trade, military campaigns, and cultural exchange, making it a vital artery for the ancient world. In Deuteronomy 2:27 Amplified, the Bible records the Israelites' request for safe passage through Edom along the King's Highway. Let me pass through your land with my people. I will travel with them only on the highway. I will not turn aside to the right or to the left. This request highlights the highway's role as a direct and essential route, as well as its significance in the biblical history. However, the Edomites' refusal to allow passage also underscores the geopolitical challenges of controlling such a strategic path. The highway was much more than a road. It was a symbol of power and prosperity. Kingdoms and empires vied for control of the route because it enabled access to trade, wealth, and strategic dominance. The Edomites, Moabites, Amorites, Ammonites, Israelites, and later the Nabateans all relied on the highway for their survival and influence. The Nabateans, for example, used it to develop their trade networks, connecting the famous city of Petra to other parts of the ancient world. Archaeological discoveries along the King's Highway. Archaeological findings have revealed the incredible scope and significance of the King's Highway. Milestones, ancient way stations, and remnants of settlements testify to its role as a bursting trade route. Cities like Petra, with its intricate water systems and grand architecture, showcase the integrity of those who controlled the highway. In addition to physical artifacts, inscriptions and text provide insight into the highway's importance. These findings help modern believers connect with the rich history of the region and appreciate how the highway was not just a physical route, but a cultural and economic lifeline. Spiritual and biblical themes of the King's Highway. The King's Highway serves as a powerful metaphor for the believer's spiritual journey. Just as the ancient route connected distant regions, faith connects us to God's purpose and to one another. Walking the King's Highway invites reflection on life's journey, with its challenges, opportunities, and divine guidance. Trusting in God's path. The story of Deuteronomy 2:27 emphasizes the importance of seeking permission and guidance when navigating life's paths. The Israelites' request to pass through Edom reminds believers to rely on God for direction and favor. When the Edomites refused passage, the Israelites had to trust God to provide an alternate route. Similarly, life often presents obstacles, but faith in Jesus ensures we stay on the path to our divine destiny. Proverbs 3:5-6 Amplified reinforces this idea. Trust in and rely confidently on the Lord with all your heart, and do not rely on your own insight or understanding. In all your ways know and acknowledge and recognize Him, and He will make your path straight and smooth, removing obstacles that block your way. Walking the King's Highway reminds believers to lean into Jesus, trusting Him to clear the way and lead us to success. Overcoming obstacles on the journey. The King's Highway was not an easy path to travel. It crossed deserts, mountains, and fertile plains, each presenting unique challenges. The Israelites faced resistance, but their journey along the highway symbolizes perseverance and faith. In life, Believers encounter their own obstacles, fear, doubt, and external challenges, yet Jesus promises strength and guidance for the journey. Isaiah 40:31 Amplified offers encouragement, but those who wait for the Lord, who expect, look for, and hope in Him, will gain new strength and renew their power. They will lift up their wings and rise up close to God like eagles. Like travelers on the King's Highway, believers must trust in God to renew their strength and guide them forward, walking in holiness. The King's Highway also associated with the concept of holiness. Isaiah 35:8 amplifies, "Speak of a future highway called the way of holiness. A highway will be there, and a roadway, and it will be called the holy way. The unclean will not travel on it, but it will be for those who walk on the way, the redeemed, and fools will not wander on it." This imagery calls believers to live lives set apart for God. Walking the King's Highway symbolizes the pursuit of righteousness, aligning one's life with God's purpose. It reminds us that faith is not just about reaching a destination, but about walking in step with Jesus every day, serving others along the journey. The ancient King's Highway facilitated trade and cultural exchange, serving as a conduit for blessings between regions. In the same way, believers are called to use their journey to bless others. Matthew 20:28 Amplified reminds us, "Just as the Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve, and to give his life as a ransom for many, paying the price to set him free from the penalty of sin." Walking the King's Highway in faith involves serving others and reflecting God's love, turning the journey into a testimony of His grace. The King's Highway and accelerated success. The concept of accelerated success may seem modern, but it is deeply rooted in biblical principles. Walking the King's Highway with faith in Jesus offers a model for achieving God's purpose and leaving a legacy of righteousness. Clarity of purpose. Just as the King's Highway provided a clear route for ancient travelers, faith in Jesus provides clarity for life's journey. When we align our lives with God's will, we experience a sense of purpose that propels us forward. Jeremiah 29:11 Amplified captures this promise. "For I know the plans and thoughts that I have for you, says the Lord, plans for peace and well-being, and not for disaster, to give you a future and a hope." Divine acceleration. Traveling the King's Highway enabled ancient merchants and armies to reach their destination efficiently. Similarly, walking in obedience to Jesus accelerates our spiritual growth and success. When we rely on God's timing and guidance, He opens doors and removes obstacles, allowing us to accomplish more than we could on our own. Ephesians 3:20 Amplified affirms this truth. Now to Him who is able to carry out His purpose and do super abundantly more than all that we dare ask or think, infinitely beyond our greatest prayers, hopes, and dreams, according to His power that is at work within us. Leaving a legacy. The King's Highway is a testament to enduring impact of human effort and divine guidance. For believers, walking in faith leaves a legacy of hope and inspiration for future generations. Psalm 78:4 Amplified encourages us to share God's works with others. We will not hide from them their culture, but we will tell to the generation to come the praiseworthy deeds of the Lord and His great might and the wonderful works that He has done. By walking the King's Highway with purpose and faith, we not only fulfill God's plan for our lives, but also inspire others to follow Jesus and experience His transformative power. Conclusion. Walking the King's Highway in Israel is more than a historical exploration. It's a journey of faith that connects believers to God's purpose and promises. The ancient route's history, geography, and spiritual significance offer profound lessons for modern life. Through trusting God's guidance, overcoming obstacles, walking in holiness, and serving others, the King's Highway becomes a metaphor for the believer's journey with Jesus. It teaches us to rely on His strength, embrace His timing, and live with clarity of purpose. Ultimately, the King's Highway is a reminder that faith is not just a destination, but a journey. When we lean into Jesus, we unlock His path to accelerated success and leave a legacy that glorifies God. As we walk this highway, both literal and spiritual, we find purpose, hope, and fulfillment in Him. All right, that concludes today's lesson. Please like the video, subscribe to my channel. Thanks for following me through this video. It's a 10-part series. Please continue the series. There's definitely another 9 videos to watch in regards to the King's Highway. Again, my name is Scott Perdue. I'm an Amazon author of over 100 books, tons of Christian books, self-help books out there for you. Next time you're on there, get on the search bar, type in my name, Scott Perdue. You'll pull up all those wonderful options. Put some in your cart. Get those in your life right away. There's life-changing wisdom there for you. You're definitely going to want that stuff right away in your life. Have a blessed day. Thanks again for watching me through watching the video.